Welcome to another Form Titan video. In this video, we'll talk about the process mail after custom push functionality. And if you know what I mean here, is this. So once you get a button, and what we're going to talk about is this specific option here, process mails after push. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll create a contact with first name, last name, and then email. Very simple. And then here, on the email field, I'm going to send a custom mail. And in this custom mail, I'm just going to say, you are now registered. Very simple, nothing fancy. And I'll make this even bigger. I'll make it 76. Bold and italic. Okay, that's all we're sending an email to our filler. So once I've done that, I'm going to come in here and set this to a Salesforce action. So if we now go ahead and set up our custom push, we'll go add object, we'll say contact, and I'm going to say using custom button / action. We'll create, and we'll create we'll simply map a fields. We'll say first name to first name, last name to last name, email to email. Apply and finish. Now, what's going to happen is once I type in my first name, last name, email and submit, an email is going to come to me with the custom email I've set up saying you are now registered. However, it won't work if you haven't checked. So in the Salesforce action, first we've got to obviously specify that we're creating a contact create. It's the get that we just, push we just set up in here. So just to recap, all I've done is I've created a push, contact create, and I'll say, this creates contact. And remember, we're using it in a custom button / action. And where we're going to use it is in here. So if we go to set, you can say this create contacts push is now set up. So let's go and preview and create something. Joe blogs, and I'll type in my personal email address to just demonstrate a point. So right, I've submitted it. Now let's have a look. Has a contact been created? That's the first thing we'll check. The answer is yes, the contact's been created. Perfect. But where's my email? There's no email here. And I'll explain why that's happened. So first thing we'll do is we'll delete this because we're going to recreate this again. So I'll set up an email here to say, okay, send it to this person once I've submitted it. The reason why that hasn't happened is if you click on here, I need to select something called process mails after push. And if you have any emails set up, you need to have that, and you're using a custom action, you need to enable process mails after push, otherwise this won't work. So look, if I go in there now, and I type in Joe blogs, and I type in my personal email, and I submit, not only this is created, but in my inbox, I'm going to receive some stuff. First, I'm going to receive that, okay, Joe blogs has been created, and then in the second email, I'm going to get my email, you are now registered. So it's a very, very easy functionality, but it's very easy to miss as well because you've set up a custom action. However, you need to check process mails after push in order for the emails to work. So that's how it's done, process mail after custom push functionality.